Good day, Agoncillo. You have reached Chapter 12 of Earth and Life Sciences, How Animals Survive. Our team is our team consists of Janin Pampilon, Angelene Raymundo, and yours truly, Cheldyne Pepito. We live by the quote, mag-focus sa klase, wag sa kaklase. Our learning competencies are explain the different metabolic processes involved in the human growth system, describe the general and unique characteristics of the different organ system and representative animals, and analyze and appreciate the functional relationships of the different organ systems in ensuring animal survival. All chemical reactions that occur in the body are metabolic reactions. Some reactions break down molecules to produce energy, while other reactions build up molecules used in maintenance or body repair. The different organ systems work together to maintain homeostasis within the cells for metabolism to take place so that animals will survive. This is the concept map for the whole lesson in the metabolic processes of some animals.
Today we are going to um, study the metabolic processes among living things. So first, we have to watch this video from YouTube to for you to understand fully the metabolic processes.
That occur in all living cells. Many biological reactions are members of a metabolic pathway. That is, they function as one of a sequence of enzymatic reactions that produce specific products. Metabolism is the process through which living things acquire the energy that they need to carry out various physiological functions. The chemical reactions of metabolism are organized into two metabolic pathways, catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism is the breaking down of components to release or generate energy. Catabolism occurs mainly in awake and active states, that is, during the day for diurnal animals and the night for nocturnal animals. It supplies the energy needed to carry out all sorts of tasks, such as searching for food, communicating, reproducing, and playing. On the other hand, anabolism is the building up or synthesis of compounds that consume energy. This energy is provided by the catabolic processes, mainly in the form of adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. Anabolism mainly occurs during the resting hours, when we're asleep. That is, during the night for diurnal animals and during the day for nocturnal animals.
We can go on to the table presented sa next slide. Here serves the categories of metabolism. So metabolism can be categorized into catabolism and anabolism. Catabolism breaks down into larger molecules that can create and release energy, while anabolism is regulated by smaller molecules that use this energy. In catabolism, larger molecules can also break into smaller molecules that also use energy. Okay, next you have learned that all living things use energy obtained through metabolism. How do these different metabolic processes take place in some animals? Nutrition. Animals obtain their nutrition from the consumption of other organisms. Depending on their diet, animals can be classified into the following categories: plant eaters or herbivores, meat eaters or carnivores, and those that eat both plants and animals, omnivores. Gas exchange. Respiration is the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between an organism and its environment. The two major processes of respiration are external respiration and internal respiration. In external respiration, exchange of gases between the lungs and the red blood cells. And in internal respiration, exchange of gases between the red blood cells and the cells that make up the various body tissues. The respiratory and circulatory systems exist to ensure the adequate supply of oxygen to the tissues and exchange of carbon dioxide with the atmosphere. Circulation. Open circulatory system. The blood is not enclosed to the blood vessels. Arthropods and other mollusks have an open circulatory system, in which the circulatory fluid aids the organs directly. In these animals, the circulatory fluid is called a hemolymph. A hemolymph is a fluid equivalent to blood and other intervertebrates occupying the hemicoil. Contraction of one or more heart pumps, the hemolymph excuse me. Contraction of one or more heart pumps, the hemolymph through the circulatory vessels into spaces surrounding the organs. Within these spaces, chemical exchange occurs between the hemolymph and body cells. Body movements help circulate the hemolymph. Closed circulatory system. Blood is contained inside the blood vessels, circulating unidirectionally or in one direction, from the heart around to the systematic circulatory route, then returning to the heart again. In mammals, for example, oxygen from inhaled air diffuses across layers of cells in the lungs before reaching the blood. The circulatory system, powered by the heart, then carries the oxygenated blood to all the parts of the body. The heart powers circulation through metabolic energy to elevate the pressure of the circulatory fluid, which then flows through the vessels to the circuit of vessels back to the heart. The closed circulatory system of humans and other vertebrates is often called the cardiovascular system. Homeostasis. An animal's body has an amazing ability to survive in harsh conditions. The cells maintain a biological balance known as homeostasis by regulating which substances get in and out of the cell. If homeostasis is disrupted, cells suffer and sometimes die. This process maintains the internal conditions so that the cell can work at optimum level. Even though an organism's external environment may change, the organism must maintain a stable internal environment to survive. This is because the life process of organisms involves many chemical reactions that can only occur in balanced environments. Homeostasis can be categorized into five things: skin, hypothalamus, pancreas, kidneys, and blood. Skin regulates the body temperature through the evaporation of water, and hypothalamus also regulates body temperature, blood pressure, heart rate, hunger, and thirst. The pancreas regulates blood sugar by releasing the hormones insulin and glucagon into our blood. Kidneys maintain water balance by filtering the blood, and blood maintains constant body temperature by distributing heat throughout the body. Excretion. Excretion is the removal of waste and excess of water from the body. Whether an animal lives on land, in salt water, or in fresh water, water balance depends on the regulation of solute movement between the internal fluids and the external environment. These movements involve the excretory systems. Animals across a wide range of species produce a fluid waste called urine. Urine is a liquid or semi-solid solution of metabolic waste and ODA, often toxic substances that the excretory system withdraw from the circulatory fluids and expel from the body. During the normal metabolism, cells produce waste such as carbon dioxide and urea. Urea is a waste product of metabolism that is excreted by the kidney in the urine. Here are the four steps of excretion. Filtration. The excretory figure collects a filtrate from the blood. Water and solute are forced by blood pressure across selectively permeable membranes of a cluster of capillaries into the external tuber. And reabsorption. The transport epithelium reclaims valuable substances from the filter and returns them to the body fluid. And secretion, other substances, such as toxins and excess ions, are extracted from body fluids and added to the contents of excretory tissue. Then finally, excretion. The altered filter or urine leaves the body and, and the system. Immune system. Immune system fights all these six categories: bacteria, parasites, pollution, viruses, fungi, toxins. The immune system keeps harmful agents out of the body and attacks those who manage to enter. Animals are constantly under attack by pathogens. Pathogens are infectious agents that cause disease. Pathogens infect a variety of animals, including humans. Immune cells guard the body fluids of animals, switching out and destroying foreign cells. For example, is flu. Flu is caused by influenza virus, which is transmitted through droplets that are expelled by sneezing or coughing. Inhaling some of these droplets can cause influenza virus to enter the cells at the mucous membrane lining of the respiratory tract. The virus then takes over, causing sickness to the entire body. The immune system is the body's main defense mechanism. While homeostasis balances the body's temperature and everything daily, the immune system defends the body from any harm. Defense mechanisms are also found in all animals. The skin is the first line of defense mechanism, but if pathogens found a way to enter the body, other non-specific defenses will be activated. The process is called innate immunity. Acquired immunity is also called adaptive immunity. It is the second defense system that is found in only vertebrates. Acquired immunity are activated after innate immune defenses take effect and develop more slowly.
Next is hormones chemical signals. Chemical signaling using hormones is the function of the endocrine system, one of the two basic systems for communication and regulation throughout the body. Hormones secreted by endocrine cells regulate reproduction, development, metabolism, growth, and behavior. The other major system is the nervous system, a network specialized cell called neurons that transmit signal along pathways. Hormones maintain homeostasis, mediate responses to environmental stimuli, and regulate growth, development, and reproduction. Endocrine glands often affect many other organs at one time. So, what is endocrine system? This is the table of the endocrine system with endocrine glands and the hormones they releases and its functions. Starting off with pituitary gland. The, that releases human growth hormone that controls other endocrine system glands and influences growth metabolism. Next is thyroid gland that releases thyroxine that stimulates tissue metabolism and the basic metabolic rate. Next is parathyroid that releases parathormone and regulates calcium level in the blood. Adrenal glands releases adrenaline that helps body respond to stress and danger. Next is pancreas that releases insulin that regulates blood glucose levels. Thymus gland releases thymosin that regulates the immune system that helps the body fight diseases. Second to the last is ovaries for females that releases estrogen and progesterone that is responsible for female sexual characteristics, and for male, the endocrine gland is testes that releases testosterone that is also responsible for male sexual characteristics. The next figure illustrates how the hormones produced by the pancreas helps maintain the correct blood sugar levels of the body. On its first step, we have to eat a meal so that the glucose will be absorbed in the bloodstream of the small intestine. When the glucose level in the blood are high, the pancreas releases insulin to the blood. Insulin signals the liver to take glucose from the body, converts it into glycogen, and stores it for future energy needs. When blood sugar levels return to normal, the pancreas stops releasing insulin. And to keep the blood sugar level from falling down or falling below, you must eat again, and the cycle continues. And what is nervous system? Nervous system contains of brain and the spinal cord. As the control center, the brain is constantly receiving, analyzing, and storing information about the condition in both inside and outside of the body. The nervous system controls the following: skeletal system, excretory system, digestive system, respiratory system, endocrine system, muscular system, and circulatory system. And what is motion? Motion have a diverse form of movement such as flying, swimming, eating, and crawling for animals. All these require muscle activity and response to nervous system input. You have more than 600 muscles in your body working to keep you alive, from the muscles of your heart contract to pump blood throughout your body. Your chest muscles work to help air move in and out of the lungs.
Organ systems of some animals. Organ system of some animals. All animals share common characteristics. Although they differ in shapes and structures, the overall structure of an animal is its body plan. Body plan determines the lifestyle it leads and it functions in its environment. So, organ system of animals are a groups of organs that work together to perform specific function in organism's body. Different animals have different organ systems. For example, humans have a respiratory system, a digestive system, and nervous system, a reproductive system, etc. Other animals like sponges, hydra, earthworms, mollusks, insect, echinoderms, fish, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals also have different types of organ systems that help them carry out their life functions. Body plan. Body plan, refers to the overall structure of an animal's body. Different animals have different body plans that enable them to adapt to their environment. For example, sponges have a simple body plan that lacks symmetry, while most other animals have a bilateral symmetry body plan. Cells, the essential functions of less complex animals are carried out on the cell or simple tissue level. For these animals, individual cells can specialize on a single task such as digestion or reproduction. Cell specialization enables division of labor among cells in an animal's body. So cell specialization refers to the process by which cells in an organism's body become specialized to perform specific functions. Different cells specialize to perform different functions, such as muscle cells for movement, nerve cells for communication, and red blood cells for carrying oxygen. Sponges. Sponges are simple aquatic animals that lack through tissues and organs. They have a simple body plan and feed by filtering water through their pores. Hydra. Hydra are freshwater animals that belong to the phylum Cnidaria. They have radial symmetry and tentacles around their mouth that they use to catch prey. Earthworm. Earthworms are one of the most common organisms on Earth. You find them in most tropical soil or decomposing organic matter, deriving their nutrition from bacteria and fungi. Their body is partitioned into segments. In each segment, parts of the excretory, circulatory, and nervous systems are repeated. The front segments contain a small brain, and the sense organs. Each segment is controlled by an individual nerve center. So sponges are earthworm are segmented worms that belong to the phylum Annelida. They have a long cylindrical body with a digestive tract and a nervous system. Mollusk. Mollusks have organ systems for circulation, respiration, digestion, excretion, nerve impulse conduction, and reproduction. There are three body parts shared by all mollusks: muscular foot, head, and visceral mass. So, mollusks are soft-bodied animals that belong to the phylum Molluscia. They have a muscular foot, a visceral mass, and a mantle that secretes a shell. Examples include snails, clams, and octopuses. Insects. Arthropods such as insects, arachnids, and crustaceans have a coelom, segmented bodies, and joint appendages. The body is divided into three regions: head, thorax, and abdomen. Each region is further divided into segments that fuse during development. Arthropods have an external skeleton or exoskeleton made of chitin. In addition, these insects have a complex muscular system and wings to move quickly from place to place. So insects are invertebrate animals that belong to the class Insecta. They have three body segments, six legs, and often wings. They play important roles in pollination and pest control. Echinoderms. Overall, echinoderms are marine animals that belong to the phylum Echinodermata. They have a radial symmetry body plan and a water vascular system that helps them move and catch prey. Examples include starfish and sea urchins. Fish. All fishes have gills that are composed of tiny filaments which are richly supplied with blood. Gills provide a large surface area for the rapid uptake of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide. Fishes have well-developed sense organs. Fishes are able to see. Most fishes get rid of faces as ammonia. Fishes have a well-developed nervous system. The brain has olfactory bulbs, cerebrum, optic lobes, and cerebellum. Most fishes have lateral line systems that senses currents and vibration in the water. So fish are aquatic animals that are breathed through gills. They have a streamlined body shape that helps them swim and a swim bladder that helps them control their buoyancy. Amphibians are cold-blooded animals that can live in water and on land. They have a moist skin that helps them breathe and absorb water and nutrients. Examples include frogs and salamanders. Reptiles. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals that have dry, scaly skin. They breathe through lungs and lay eggs on land. Examples include snakes, lizards, and turtles. Birds. Birds are warm-blooded animals that have feathers and wings for flight or fly. They have a beak and a digestive system adapted for eating seeds and insects. Mammals. Mammals are warm-blooded animals that have hair or fur and produce milk to feed their young. They have a variety of body plans and adaptations for different environments. Organ system. All organ systems do not function alone. For example, when a large meal is eaten, the digestive system requires more blood to compensate. It enlists the aid of cardiovascular system and the nervous system. So organ systems are groups of organs that work together to perform specific functions in an organism's body. Examples of organ systems include the respiratory system, the digestive system, the nervous system, and the reproductive system. This is in an organ systems. We have respiratory system, asthma, digestive system, GERD or excretory system, renal calculi. So, this is an organ system. A respiratory system asthma is a chronic respiratory disease that affects the airways in the lungs. It causes inflammation and narrowing of the airways, making it difficult to breathe. Digestive system, gastroesophageal reflux disease or GERD. GERD is a digestive disorder that occurs when stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, causing heartburn and other symptoms. Excretory system, renal calculi or calculi, is also known as kidney stones or hard deposits that form in the kidneys and can cause pain and blockages in the urinary tract. Endocrine system, we have endocrine system, nervous system, reproductive system, gigantism, epilepsy, and HIV/AIDS. So, endocrine system, gigantism is a rare endocrine disorder that occurs when the pituitary gland produces too much growth hormone during childhood, causing excessive growth and height. Epilepsy. Epilepsy is a neurological disorder that causes seizures, which can range from mild to severe and affect different parts of the body. HIV/AIDS is a viral infection that affects the immune system and can be transmitted through sexual contact or sharing needles. It can lead to a variety of reproductive and other health problems. Highlight. Organisms use energy to carry out the chemical activities of life. Cells use carbohydrates and fats for energy storage. Proteins are made up of amino acids and have many functions. Enzymes are proteins that help chemical reactions occur quickly. The body's organ systems are interrelated, enabling the organism to perform its various metabolic processes. Organisms work to keep their internal environment stable so that the chemical activities of their cells are not disrupted. The maintenance of a stable internal environment is called homeostasis. The endocrine system communicates with other organ systems using hormones. Hormones are chemicals that are produced in the endocrine glands. The body plan and structure of animals determine the lifestyle they lead and the way they function in their environment. Organ systems of animals are specialized to carry out their tasks more effectively.
After a long discussion, it's time to test your knowledge. It's quiz time. Our quiz will be on another link and we'll be sending it in our Google Classroom also. Here are the references used in this PowerPoint presentation. Thank you very much.